Today let's talk about the X-guard and postural control. If you can't control your partner's posture, a lot of the sweeps and then transitions out of the X-guard are going to feel very difficult to you, and it will just not be a very fluid position because your partner will constantly be readjusting your feet. They'll be able to use their hands to defend. So we want to have a good understanding of where our legs need to be and where our partner's stance needs to be in order to be able to control their posture and go on the attack. So we're going to start by looking at a very fundamental entry into the X-guard where we elevate our partner. So this is going to be a case where your partner is down on their two knees. We're going to come through with double butterflies. So you may begin from the outside position. Let's say we're working here at the hands. We're going to scoot in closer to our partner. So that's going to be the first step here. We're going to take 2 feet on the inside. And then we're going to simply take double underhooks here. So your hands don't need to lock. They can, but they don't have to. And we're going to elevate our partner up. So the way we do that is by rocking back onto our back, by throwing our back to the floor, using our legs to elevate and bring our hips underneath our partner. So the mistake that a lot of people make here is they try to rock back too far away from their partner and they end up getting flattened. Partner sprawls out, it's very difficult to lift. For instance, if I try to rock back here and I begin to lift, my legs get a little bit extended, he sinks his weight and he doesn't go anywhere. Okay? So we're going to scoot our body in, and we're going to focus on elevating our partner up into this position. So with the hands on the floor and the legs extended here, if he doesn't plant his legs and his knees are bent and he's bearing my weight, his heels are up, it's still the entry is going to be the same. But sometimes your partner will simply plant the feet as a way of adjusting for their balance, okay? We're going to go into the X-guard here by taking a scoop with our far arm, passing it through underneath and allowing our near shin here to go behind our partner's knee. The second leg is going to cross, and here we are in the X. Go ahead, posture up, please. Here, if his legs are narrow, this actually gives him some stability. Why? Because he can tilt his knees in and provide a little bit of pressure here on our shin. And when he does this, it makes this leg heavy, which also makes his heel light, and if he needed to pommel, he could rest his legs on my legs, for instance, and start to pommel and undo part of our X. So when our partner's legs are too narrow, like shoulder width or slightly wider than shoulder width, then this is not good. This is why when we talk about postural control, we want to start down here at the legs. So we're going to use our shin to push, and our second leg here is going to assist. Instead of having our partner's knees turned in, we want to really turn their knees out. So we want an external rotation. Our arm side grip is going to be above the knee. But we monitor it here, and our real focus is on our partner's second leg. And what we're looking to do is to extend and ultimately get our partner's hands on the mat. If he were to bring his legs very close together and resist, now from here he has enough base and balance where he can start to push the foot down. As we said before, he can use his knee here as a fulcrum to pivot over. So we always want to have tension. Next, let's talk about the position of our legs. So we want our top knee flared out, and we like to have this knee behind our partner's hamstring when possible. This exerts a little bit more pressure forward, keeping our partner's knee rotated out and working to get their hands to the floor. If this inside leg is just kind of chilling out here and the knee is in front, it's very easy for him to push this leg down, compress our knees together, and then there's no control. So when your partner has good posture here, life becomes very difficult. When your partner has a broken posture, which you can create through some KAZUSHI and pressure with your shin behind your partner's knee and your top knee behind your partner's hamstring, once your partner's posture is broken here, now the legs start to become a little bit lighter. And it's possible for us to elevate, getting one leg up off the floor, and then from here we have all sorts of sweeps and entries. Rotate with me, please. So, partners down on their knees. We start at a distance, we scoot our body in, take double underhooks. We draw our hips forward, elevate, and now from here we focus on a scoop and a rotation. When he goes to posture up, even if we were able to pass the leg over the top and have back exposure, it's very difficult for us to start to make good use of this when our legs are jammed up. When our legs are jammed up and we feel like we can't move around very well, this is where your partner starts to escape. So whether your partner has their leg in front of you or behind you, you are always looking to create tension that's going to put your partner's hands on the floor to counteract their good posture. Once the hands go to the mat, the legs become a little bit lighter, and now from here, we have our choices about where to go. If we wanted to extend and start to prop up, we can do that. If we want to use this as a means of moving to the back, we can do that. And if our partner starts to drop the knees, we'll want to switch off to reverse X and start to enter the legs and go on the attack with ashi garami, we can do that. But focusing on what your legs are doing, not just as a means to control your partner's leg, but as a way of managing their posture is very, very important. When you can control posture from the X guard, the rest of your techniques out of the X guard and transitions into sweeps and submissions will become much easier. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching.